And we are live. Hello, bonjour. Hi, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, so many
Hi,
people today.
Cecile.
Hi, how are you,
Oh,
Charlotte?
wow. I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me live here today.
Yeah, it's so fun to do that with you. I love it. Sorry, it's moving a bit, but it should be fine.
No, that's
Okay, so
okay.
today we are
I'm just
painting this
adjusting my page.
camera. Yeah. So we are painting this reference. We had a poll in our different social media, and this one won, but not very far from the lemons. So maybe we can make the lemons another time. And we have different
Absolutely.
ways to approach the things. Did you make a drawing, Charlotte?
I did not make a drawing, but I see that you made a drawing.
Yes, I did one, and mine was very difficult to do because I have been using vanishing points, and I made something very drawn, so to speak.
Yeah, it
So
looks
here
like an
is my drawing.
architectural
Yeah,
drawing. It's beautiful. It is very beautiful. Yeah.
thank you.
Now I
So how
feel
are
like
you
I'm
doing?
very behind.
Ah,
I am going to be drawing up from the upside down image to start with, and then I will turn it around. I have this Caran d'Ache gouache set because, and I also have some acrylic gouache too if I need some extra brightness. And some pencil crayons right at the end, maybe just to get a little bit of texture and detail. But I'm going to keep it quite loose to start with. Yeah, so I'm
okay. So you
excited.
can go, and I will be using my trusty messy palette
Fantastic.
that I never clean because why not? And
Yeah.
I will go.
Okay. And yeah, welcome everybody. There's a lot of people I don't know here and a lot of people I do know here. Martina, Patricia, Esty, Beth, C. Colleen says that she has done a drawing already too. So
Yeah,
we will
Colleen is one of the members of my membership.
oh,
Welcome,
fantastic.
Colleen.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. I will be painting from the background, from the plants in the background, and changing a bit the reference image because it's really complicated and a bit messy. I'm afraid it's not very easy to read what's in the background, so I will simplify it.
Okay. And I am going to be blocking in the shapes, doing a very loose sketch with just color blocking. I'm not going to sketch it out in pencil first. So if you haven't done a sketch yet and you want to just try this method, you can totally try this method. But yeah, we paint very differently. So it's fun to see how we work differently, the two of us.
Yeah, it's been a while I haven't painted architecture, and I'm used to paint architecture in urban sketching, but it's quicker and with watercolor. It's made on site, so it's quite different than painting here. But
Yeah.
I wanted to have something accurate in the drawing.
Yeah, and I am complete opposite. I just go by shapes, and even though I've like studied graphic design, so like not just in my high school years, but I learned all about perspective and drawing interior drawings and things like that. I find I'm now pushing more towards visually just seeing the shapes and not focusing too much on perspective as a structural concept. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So
Okay,
yeah,
different ways. That's
a little looser.
interesting.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going loose inside my structured drawing. Actually, that's weird.
Yeah, I'm liking yours already. You can already, well, you already have an image there that we can see. So
Okay.
what is your favorite thing to draw, Cecile?
Portraits, obviously. What about you?
I don't know. It used to be portraits, and I still do love drawing portraits, but I've been doing a lot more landscapes recently, and I do love landscapes too.
Oh, yeah. And we have a monthly topic in my membership. And this month it's landscape, actually.
Oh, nice.
So I'm painting a lot of them right now
Mm-hmm.
too. And we'll have a live painting session with landscape, and it's really fun to paint. And I'm preparing a YouTube video about gouache landscape
Oh, fun.
also, because I see always the same kind of mistakes. Right, I think that will be enough for the background. Don't need much more than that. Okay, so you are beginning directly with pavement.
Pavement, walls. I just look at the bulk shape of everything and just get that in. Just a quick gouache wash, a gouache wash.
Gouache wash, yeah.
Gouache wash. And then, yeah, then I'll think about adding any details. But it's, I like this way of working, and we've been working a little bit more like this recently. And it's a really great, if people get overwhelmed with sketching, drawing things in, making it perfect, like this is a good alternative to just loosening up a little bit.
Yeah, I admire how you do it. I'm doing it for portrait, but I never tried to do it for this kind of image.
Yeah. And if you're just joining, I am doing mine upside down. So it's basically the opposite of what Cecile has on her page. And the image is in the link, right? Like, is that?
Yeah, it's in the description.
Okay. So if anyone's watching and wants to draw with us, then just grab the image from there. I know, yeah. I sent a whole bunch of people the actual image so that they had it
to prepare.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if the people who are coming over from my my friends, if they have prepared a sketch or not. Maybe they can tell us if they prepared a sketch.
If you are painting along, please let us know. I know that Colin is trying to paint along.
Trying. I'm sure she's doing a great job.
Yeah, but sometimes we are quite fast as we are used to paint live. Sometimes it can be a bit tricky to follow directly. I know that.
Yeah, that's true.
Sheila said she did a sketch. Okay.
Good for you, see.
Yeah, it's the way you work is really accepting to lose control. And sometimes it's difficult.
Yeah, but I think starting from upside down, for me, it's like my brain is turned off, because I don't have to think about, does that look like the right arch? Like, is that arch right? And because I'm working in gouache, I can correct it. So I'm not too bothered. If I just get the sketch done and all the colors in, then I can worry about, getting everything perfect, or not perfect, but better proportioned. Or if I've done something wrong, when I turn it around, I'll have the majority of there, and I can correct it with gouache on top. So that's why I like it.
Yeah, I wanted to focus on values today, because this one has several layers.
Yes.
And different lights.
Yes, it's beautiful.
And I know that it's difficult to push the values. I know that a lot of people are afraid to go too dark or too light, but in this one, if you blink, you look at the image and you blink, you squint, and you will see that some parts are really, really dark.
And some parts are super, super bright that you may not even think, right? Like some of the greens, there's not even any light, any color there. So
Yeah.
you have to be aware of that. Yeah.
So it's really about values in this one.
Yeah.
And that's a bit confusing because you have different colors.
Yes. I mean, we could have a good way of doing that, and I'm sure some people do, is turning it into a black and white photo, and then you can really see the values a lot.
This is what I say all the time, values over color. I know it's sometimes hard to fully understand, but yeah, that's fun. We are really doing so differently. Love it.
I know. And then is the surprise, you will either hear a squeal of joy and excitement from me, or you'll be like, I'll have okay, I got a lot of fixing to do, because when I turn it around, then I'll be able to see whether I've done a good job or a really bad job with this. But I'm okay. Like, I think the whole, I've been talking about this a little bit, and seeing your mistakes is really important in art, right? Being able to correct your mistakes and trusting your eyes to change or adapt your image through your mistakes is very important.
Yeah, making mistakes is very important. That's how you learn.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really going into details.
Oh, it's beautiful already. Like, I love it.
I'm pushing it to the camera so you can see where I am right now, trying to get the light.
Yeah.
Feel the sun. That's important.
I know. That's the well, are you south of France, Cecile?
No, west.
Okay.
But we don't have rain for 36 days now, and it's really a problem.
Wow.
Yeah, we already have a restriction on water.
Oh my gosh, and you're not even into summer yet.
Yeah, it's only March, so
oh wow.
It will be a long summer.
Mm.
So you are not supposed to use water for anything else than just living, but not for plants already.
Wow.
In March.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, okay, that's fun. That's nice to have sun, but it's not what we are supposed to have at this season.
No, the your water reserves are supposed to be filling up.
Yeah, but they're not. Mm. So we will have a problem this summer.
Well, the amount of snow we got recently, I don't think we're going to have a problem with our water reserves.
Yeah, if you have a lot of snow, that's fine.
Uh-huh.
But it's not snowing here. I'm too west. I'm close to the ocean, so we don't have snow. Maybe once every 10 years, something like that, but it's not what we have. Okay.
Inga Lipke asked, Cecile, what colors are you using?
Oh, yeah, Inga. Hello, Inga. She's one of my members as well. I'm using a mix of burnt sienna. Basically, it's burnt sienna, and I add inside a bit of white, a bit of yellow, a bit of orange, but my base is burnt sienna. Everything in this painting is about burnt sienna, I think.
Yes, there's a lot. It just, yeah, it reminds me, like, I think the image was from Morocco, but it reminds me of Spain very much.
Yeah, also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is beautiful. And Temple Moore says, double the painting fun. Love watching both approaches.
Hi, Temple.
Okay.
Yeah. Shall I see she's in my membership as well?
Lovely. And Technica Vocal Chris says, I will try without sketching.
Ah, great.
We'll look forward to seeing that.
Yeah, be brave. That's always fun in art.
I will turn mine over in a little bit. I'm going to get my values on a little bit more, and then I will make that shift.
Yeah, that's a moment of truth. Oh, you painted a lot. You're so fast. I know that.
Well, I think this way of painting, like, there's no point in being slow about it, because the corrections come afterwards, right? Or the smaller details come later, so you don't need to be worrying about those right now.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of seeing what you see and putting that on your paper. Shapes, value.
Yeah, value, always value. All right, I think I have the background. Now let's make some pavement. Ah,
Look how beautiful yours is looking.
yeah, but it can still get messy. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll see if they both go through an ugly stage.
Yeah, with gouache, it's almost every time. That's okay.
Oh, I was going to do those balls, and I'm like, no, what am I doing those balls for? Those are like right at the last.
Yeah, I'm not doing them. I feel they are difficult to read.
A distraction, right?
Yeah, and you don't know really what it is.
No.
So I don't feel it's necessary.
The choices also that we have to make sometimes is whether to include or leave out something.
Yeah, and it's not because you have a reference image that you have to follow it exactly. You can still decide what you want to do, because you are the artist. Never forget that.
Yeah.
I know. Sometimes people say, oh, it was not in the reference. Yeah, sure. And so if I don't want to place it, that's fine.
Exactly.
A bit more light. The background here. Yeah. Yeah, I think I have the black part.
I think the last time we drew together was back in October. That was a long time ago. And we were doing the girl who was blowing fire. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah. This one was ugly. I made mine was ugly, really.
No, it wasn't ugly at all.
Yeah, I threw it away, I think.
No, you did.
Yes, I did.
Oh, no.
I was cleaning my studio and I found this one and I said, ooh, so ugly. Go to the garbage. That's fine. And the one time before we were painting a bouquet.
Yes.
This one was nice. I liked it.
Yeah.
So next time I go on your live, I will select something that is less complicated than the girl last time.
It's so funny. Well, because when you only have an hour, right? Like sometimes you don't, you think that you can get it done. I think we were a little rushed, both of us, because there was a lot. There was a lot of values in it, and yeah.
Yeah, but this one is really fun to paint. I love it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it too.
Even if it's straight lines, and I know some of you don't like to paint architecture, right?
It's good practice to paint things that you're not used to painting.
Yeah. You have to step outside of your comfort zone, or you will never progress.
And it can, you don't have to do a completely finished painting. Maybe you just work on the sketch and just do a wash over, right? Like it doesn't have to be completely finished to what you expect a finished painting should look like. It can just be a study or a sketch, or looking at the colors in the image and just working with the colors in something.
Yeah, Temple is saying, I told hubby this afternoon I'm learning editing, simplifying with this kind of painting. Yeah, the details could be paralyzing and unnecessary. Yes, it really depends on what you want to do, actually. You can add as much detail as you want or as less as you want.
Yeah.
I'm not fond of ultra realistic. I prefer the impression of things, but it's really a matter of taste. I forgot line.
I admire people who can be hyper realistic, but I can't do that.
No, I can't, and I admire it, but I don't see the point really.
No.
Because you can get a photo as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that we are in agreement to that for sure.
Yeah. So did you turn? Oh no, not yet.
No, I'm putting in my dark values first. I want to get all those in, and just so that when I do turn, I've got a lot of it there. So
you see, you're almost done, and I'm not. So it's quicker your way.
It is quicker my way. I don't think it's like, it's just a different approach. I can see that my a lot of mine is, there's a little things that are off, like my columns I have to move slightly, but I'm squinting my eyes a lot right now and trying to get my value, like checking in with my values basically. So that's what I'm doing, making sure that they are there before I turn over.
That's what I'm trying to do as well, and I see that my second arch is too dark. It needs to be lighter. It's reflecting the light from the pavement, which is very shiny. I need to add some more white. I don't know if you can get your values correct at the first time, but I'm always trying to fix them later.
Yeah, you're good like that. I noticed that last time when we struggled with that morning. You were constantly pushing and pulling your values.
Yeah. I'm not able to get them right at the first time, but that's the way it is. I'm fine with it. Yeah. It's getting good.
Yeah. I can't wait to see everybody's. Do you have a hashtag that people should use if they're drawing with us today?
No, but they will tag me and tag you. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could put hashtag drawing with Cecile and Char.
Oh yeah, we should be doing that.
Yes, we should. And then we could, every couple of months do a drawing together, and then we'd have all these people drawing with us.
Yeah.
It'll be like a folder.
I'm writing it.
Okay.
Drawing with this one is long.
Oh, why don't you do drawing with C and C? Because we're both
yeah. C and C. Okay. It looks weird.
Does it?
Yeah. Okay. That's the new hashtag.
Okay. Perfect.
Where I am. Maybe a bit of shadow here.
Yellows. I find yellows very difficult to get darker tones of yellows. Like I don't want to make it too green. I don't want to make it too, do you know what I mean? Like there's a
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yellows are a strange color. I have a bit of yellow Naples which I barely use, but today it's really handy.
Yeah.
It's just the right color, yellow maple.
Yeah, I added a
Maples, yeah.
tiny little bit of blue and a little bit of the sepia or the burnt sienna in, and that has helped a little bit. But then I also think I need to put a little bit of brighter orange next to it to make, sometimes it's the color next to the yellow that you just put down, which changes the yellow.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you want to have something light, you need to have something dark close to it.
Yes.
So this part at the top of the second arch is very white. It's almost pure white, by the way. Reflecting the sky.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And also the beginning of the arch. Hi, Janice.
Hi, Janice.
Thank you.
Janice is hi. Joining late was on a family Zoom.
Ah.
Both paintings look fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna turn in a little minute. Not quite yet.
Almost.
Yeah, I still have to get some lighter, just some more putty colors in the tiles in the front. Like they're quite gray pinky color.
Yeah, mine is more classic than yours. I don't know. Today I'm going classic. Depends on the days. Really.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going for the terracotta.
Janice says, that's okay, Shar. We're used to seeing your upside down pieces.
Yeah, because you're going live on Instagram every day.
Yes, and so this year we are trying to dedicate every Friday to upside down drawing in the morning, just as a practice. So whatever the prompt is, we try and do it upside down. And this, yeah, it just, whether it's a quick sketch, whether it's just an exercise, whether it's the whole hour, but 80% of the morning is upside down. And it's good practice. We like it.
So at what time are you going live?
Usually it's 7 a.m. Eastern. Sometimes it's 6 a.m. But if you check my Instagram stories, my Blue Shine Art Instagram stories, I usually mention if I'm going earlier, but if not, it's at 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you are waking up very early.
Yeah. This way I get more done.
Yeah.
Or I feel like I get more done, or it's not so rushed.
Okay. I'm going for the big wall. Still upside down. Yeah, you're really staying as long as you can.
As long as I can, yeah. How are you doing? Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I have paint everywhere on my desk. Never mind. Messy, messy, messy. Always messy.
So do you have any new classes coming out?
Well, I don't make classes anymore because I'm working on monthly topics for my membership, so I'm quite busy with that. So no more classes, just monthly topics, and it's more fun for me.
Yeah.
So you can really go deep on a subject. Let's make some texture. Supposed to be some terracotta or I don't know what.
Oh, the walls?
No.
So it's like I think it is a Venetian plaster, or it could just be a wash, because that used to be very it used to be very popular, right, to do those washes. That's what I used to do in Spain. That was my job. Like for a long time, I was
Yeah, I remember that.
freelancing in interior decoration, and then I would get murals as well, but you would, when you are young, you try everything and do everything just to make sure you can pay your rent.
Yeah, that's a good way to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So,
back then, it was there was a lot more disposable income to decorate your house like that. They didn't just want white walls; they wanted, colorful, beautiful washes, and it even came over here to Canada, because when I moved, there really wasn't too much of a change, and people were doing that over here too. So that was in the late 90s, early 2000s.
yeah, it was before the different crisis. Before 2008, which was the first one, since it's not really getting better. We have a big strike in France next week.
Oh.
Big one. They're saying the country will be completely stopped.
Oh no.
Yeah, we are
That's
used to that, but this time it seems to be really strong.
And what are they striking about?
Retirement.
Oh, okay.
They want to increase the age we are leaving for retirement. Today it's 62 and they want to push it to 64.
Oh, I
And
think it's
no one.
65 over here.
No. How many? How much?
65.
65. Okay. It's 67 in Germany and we are at 62 and we are complaining. So, Jesus. Never mind. But they plan to stop the train, the buses, schools.
Wow. They're really they are strong in their stand.
Yeah, man, it will be a mess on Tuesday. But we are French. We love to rant. Okay, I think we are getting closer.
How are we doing for time? We have half an hour still, right?
I don't know what time.
Are we going to the hour? Are we trying to do 1 hour?
Yeah, but if we finish before, that's fine.
Okay. I may not, but yeah, if you do.
I may not.
I'm going to turn mine over in probably 3 minutes.
Aha.
Yeah.
So adding some variation on the wall. It's a bit messy. I'm going with my finger. Okay.
And you get that texture.
Yeah. And I know it's weird, but I will make those two walls a bit lighter. I feel they could be a bit lighter.
How's everybody doing? Can't wait to see all of yours.
Hi, Bonnie.
Bonnie did a quick sketch. And she's just dabbing at paint.
Did you paint the lamps? The little lamps on the
No,
side?
I'm not doing. I may draw them in with pencil crayon afterwards, or some pastels, but I'm not going to put them in right now.
Okay. So you see, I'm leaving the space for it.
Yeah, they can wait.
It's really a range of the same colors for me.
It's great for a limited palette. This is like a perfect piece.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Just the green that is different, but the rest of it, it's all the same colors.
If you're, Yeah,
I'm afraid it's not visible, that it's two walls.
Okay, I'm turning mine over.
Oh, yeah. Show us.
I'm a little concerned. Oh, no, I'm okay with it. It's good. I can work with this. We can work with this. It just gives me a really good base of adding and cleaning up.
Yeah, you can really see the light in the background. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Works very well.
Okay, I'm going to change my water to a clean water because gouache, I didn't realize, but gouache is like even worse than watercolor. If your water is dirty, your brights will not be bright.
Exactly. And I always work with 2 jars.
Yeah, I got 3 today because I'm like, this way I don't have to get up and change. But
yeah. And when I'm going live, I get 3 also because I know I cannot change it. Ooh.
So are you doing a 100-day project, Cecile?
No.
Okay.
It was too much.
Mm-hmm.
I have so much on my plate right now. I don't need to add more. So at some point you have to think about your mental health.
Yeah. Having too much on the go it can be a little bit.
Yeah, it's a bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
So I wanted to, but then I thought 100 is really too much. I'm not ready to do that.
But you probably paint every day anyway.
Yes, I do.
So
yeah, I
that's
could
how
do
I
it.
see it. That's how I see it. So like for me, 100 days is not an issue because I'm like, well, I do it anyway. It's just choosing a topic that I'm okay with calling a 100-day project. So
yeah, I get that, but I didn't want to put too much pressure on me.
No.
I'm trying to take care of myself.
Yeah, that's important.
Because life is a bit hectic right now, so I wanted at first, but I bought oil pastels.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I bought Sennelier. Oh, they are really gorgeous.
Oh, they are so nice.
Oh yeah, they are so creamy.
Sometimes a little bit too creamy because I'm like, you know what? I don't need that much. That much oil pastel. Like I think if you were doing a bigger piece, it would be great because then you could dilute them a little bit or like smear them. But if you're like for smaller pieces, I think they're a bit too much. But they're beautiful, really nice.
Yeah, it looks like you are working with lipstick.
Actually. Yes, really. It feels like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And the first one I
if...
grabbed was red, so it was even worse. I said, oh, okay, great, lipstick. But you're right, for small pieces, it's difficult because you cannot get any details with it.
Yeah, I wonder if lipstick is cheaper than Sennelier.
Yeah, Sennelier is not that expensive here because it's made in France.
Ah, yes.
It's French, it's made in France, and so yeah. It's not cheap, but yeah, it was affordable. And anyway, I always say it's my work, so I need it, so I can buy it.
Yes.
All right, so I was saying, Bobby. Hi, Bobby. Cecile, I love how you use your finger as much as your brush. Yes. And you can tell because my fingers are really dirty. And that's a problem because I have brown on my finger, and if I want to rub in something light, I will have a problem. Well, that's part of the fun.
You don't have a cloth near you to wipe your hands?
No, I like to use my fingers.
No, but I mean to wipe your hands so that...
Yeah, of course I do, but I don't always think to do it.
No.
Not sure I will do the different tiles. Just All right, so I like the, what is it? Bushes? Don't know what it is.
Oh, the foreground, the little plants in the pots.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of plant it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Some ornamental greenery.
Exactly. That's the way to say it. Just filling what is left white. And I have a mix of some mess that was on my palette.
Yeah, I'm just cleaning up edges because I can do that with pencil crayon, but I'm going to try and do the majority in gouache, and then I can come in with pencil crayon, just clean up a couple of little areas.
Okay. I think I have the main elements, but now I need to work on details.
Oh, it's looking great. You have a beautiful light coming in as well.
Yeah, you too. Yours is better than mine, I think. I have to work on my light a bit more. My
No,
sky
I
is...
think yours is great.
Just want to show that it's catching some light. Yeah. Doesn't show very well on the camera, but in real it shows. All right, the lamp, maybe some black here and there, I think. I barely use black, but today I feel I need black in some parts.
I'm going more with blues for my dark, or purples for my darks. I want to push those rather than adding the black. But yeah, personal preference, whatever you work with, whatever you guys are working with, it's good.
Do what you please.
Yeah.
And have fun. This is the most important. The rest is not important. Yeah, I have to push my values once more, like every time.
Well, it's a process, right?
Yeah.
You have your layers that you work with, and then you check them, and then you go back in and check them again.
Yeah, and also at first when you are beginning to work, you are working on a white paper. So your eye is judging the value compared to the white. But then when you add colors, you are working with a lot of different colors. And then the first one you placed was too light or too dark, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And gouache is fine because you can really go and chop and add more and more.
It is a wonderful, wonderful medium. I think it was my group that I got onto gouache with them because I wanted to paint on black paper. We were doing a month of flowers.
Yeah.
And somebody had mentioned the hemi gouache, which are, they were popular at the time, and I was like, oh, I'm going to try them. So I got them, and just beautiful on black paper. And I was like, oh, and then after that I tried traditional gouache and acrylic. Actually, I was already using acrylic gouache, but it's not really gouache, right? Like it's a little bit different because it has acrylic in, so it's more acrylic than gouache.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so from then, so I've only been using gouache for maybe 2 years.
Oh, I love gouache. I don't know how I fell in love, but I think it's so versatile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The only problem is that you cannot go very big with it because it's kind of expensive if you want to paint a large canvas, for example.
Yeah, then I would probably paint, like I would take a matte medium and add it to acrylic. I think
Yeah,
that would be the closest to working with like something that has a comparable feel to gouache.
yeah, I get that, but nothing compares to real gouache.
No. Do you have a preference in your make of gouache, your brand?
Oh yes, I hate Himi. I really don't like Himi. I think it's the worst thing you could buy as a beginner.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are achieving very good results with Himi, but they are not beginners. And that's, I think Himi is doing more harm than good because beginner, they say, okay, that's cheap, let's buy this. And then they
Hmm.
say, oh, gouache is craps. I don't like it. But it's not gouache, they don't like it. Himi,
Mm.
not the same. So I know it's not popular opinion, but I strongly stand for that. Don't buy Himi to begin gouache. Please don't.
And I think it's important to purchase your primary colors first. You don't need to purchase all the colors. Like figure out how you mix gouache, how.
Yeah, for sure. You don't need 64 colors. That's
No.
for sure. And I understand the hype about it because it's fun. It's small cups. It's jelly. Yeah. But it's crap.
Well, it got me liking gouache, so I was.
Yeah, because you were not a beginner, Charlotte.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you are an experienced painter, even if it was not with gouache, but you have a lot of experience. So this is why it went fine for you. The problem is people coming from watercolor, especially. They
Yes.
try Himi and they say, because you blending with Himi is very difficult. You can do it, but really not for beginners.
Mm.
Well, I have some, but I'm not really fond of it.
I would never have guessed.
Yeah. Okay, I think we are getting to something close now.
So your preference
Yeah,
of what is your preference of gouache?
it's a Holbein.
Holbein. Okay, the Holbein. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's I've made a blog article about the price per 100 milliliters because you don't compare the tubes. Okay, tubes
Mm.
have different sizes, and if you just look at the price of the tube, you will never get the right price.
Mm-hmm.
And Holbein has the best quality price ratio.
Okay.
You have cheaper, but with a bit less quality, and you have way more expensive with almost the same quality. So I think really that Holbein is the best. But some people have their preferences. I had bad experiences with Winsor and Newton, with tubes that were kind of having liquid going out,
Oh.
separating from the pigments. It was really ugly.
Mm. Did you tell them?
No, I don't mind. Their problem, not mine.
Mm.
Yeah, I know I should have told them, but I'm in France. I won't be sending it back, and well, it's too much. So I tried different brands, and it was better.
Mm-hmm.
And we have French brands also. Sennelier has gouache, but it's quite expensive and not as good as it could be. So
Mm. I've never tried Sennelier gouache.
yeah, I've tried Schminke. I've tried which one is it? Talents.
Uh-huh.
But I'm always coming back to Holbein. Yes, Colin, as I said, we are going very fast.
We are?
Yeah, I know that because when we had the live painting session, I'm trying to refrain myself from painting too fast.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think you paint at the speed you're comfortable with, right? Like, so never feel that you have to keep up with people if you can't. If you're not there, then you just take some extra time afterwards and add to your piece.
Yeah, you can still finish after anyway. Droplets. Oh, crap. Droplets are the worst.
Oh, yes. Don't like them on watercolor or gouache. Gouache is almost worse because then it lifts the paint and you can't correct that little piece.
Yeah, exactly. So especially the droplets on the ferrule, the metallic part. Oh, talking about ferrule, I've been visiting a brush factory recently.
You have?
They make all their brushes by hand.
Wow.
Yeah, and I have a video on YouTube coming out quite soon about that because it was really amazing to see how they make brushes.
That's very cool. Is it close to where you live?
Yeah, it's 3 hours from where I live. So we've been spending a couple of days around there.
Wow.
And it's Brittany, so I took a bunch of photos of Breton houses, which are very, very specific. It was really, really cool. Nice weekend. Yeah.
It's fun.
Yours are have more light than mine.
No, I don't think so. I think it's no, I think yours has lots of light. I think maybe your pots, you just haven't added the shadows yet, right? So
yeah, I need to add more darkness here in the pavement, in the foreground. This is what I need.
I am now going to start working with a little bit of pencil crayon, just cleaning up my little edges that I want to clean up. Because I find it quite difficult to do that with, well, I need to get a finer brush for my gouache, but when I'm in a bind of time, then I just I make it mixed media.
Sure, why not? For the artist. Yeah, it's better now. Just adding some texture on the back, on the pavement. And I have to increase this darkness on this wall, actually. This wall is too light. So that's what I was saying. You are afraid to push your darkness, and that's a problem. Because if I go for something dark, it will be better.
Oh yeah, never be afraid to get those values in. I think a lot of people they're safe painters.
Yeah. And you always have to think about a range of value. If you are taking, let's say, 7 values, number 1 being white and number 7 being black, you have to push your values across the 7 values, not just in the middle or just on one side and have just 3 or 4 values.
Yeah, it's important.
And this is what I did, actually. I had not enough values, so now it should be better.
Oh, it looks fantastic.
Yeah, with a dark wall, it's making everything pop. It doesn't have anything to see with the reference image, but I don't mind.
Yeah, at some point I work on the image rather than going to the reference image a lot. Like, it doesn't have to always be representable of the image. Like, if you want to add a little bit more light somewhere and there isn't light in that area, then just add it.
Yeah, the painting as it lies. as its life of itself.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. So MD, I don't know what it stands for, but thank you for your message. Yeah, value. It's my, I don't know how to say that. The thing I'm talking about the most, it's value, value, value. Because it makes everything. Got the difference in my painting now that it's, yeah, it's much better. Now you can tell.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Amazing change.
Yeah, so much better.
Mm-hmm.
And also one of the things with gouache that is quite disturbing for beginners is that the fact that it's never drying in the same value that it's wet. And that's okay, you get used to it. But dark values tend to dry lighter. And light values to dark.
Everything dries darker. No, actually, no, you're right. Dark dries lighter, light dries. It's completely, that confused me a lot when I first started using gouache. And I still, if you hear me in my mornings, I'm like, oh, that dried a different tone than I thought it was going to dry. And now I've got to correct that.
Yeah, this is why you cannot have your values fixed right now, because you have to wait for it to dry.
Yeah.
And I am increasing the values in the first arch as well, because it's too late now that I have made my wall darker, so I need to fix that.
Really love this image.
Yeah, it's very complicated, though. I'm sure a lot of people will have a hard time with it, but try it because you will progress a lot with this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I think. How is everybody doing with theirs? Are you guys okay? You're all a little quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Colin, I'm sure you were not dark enough, even. You can still go and fix later. I think I have something that is kind of better now.
Yeah. And okay, I'm going to show mine a little bit closer because I think from far it looks a little bit more finished than it actually is. So you can see, let's have a look and wait for it to come up. You can see like even here, like my plant is super roughed in. And so I'm just cleaning up little things, but it is more about the just the overall feel of the piece. And I like it being loose, but some people like it being a little bit more finished, but I'm okay with it, keeping it loose.
Yeah, I think it's great. I want to, now that I've made my wall very, very strong, I need to lighten my plants because they are merging in the background and it's not what I wanted at first. Yeah, let's make some.
Do you ever
light.
use mixed media or not, or you just stick to?
Oh yeah, I do use mixed media a lot. I love it.
Yeah.
But I'm currently working on portraits with inks, acrylic inks, gouache, watercolor, everything I can get my hand on.
Mm-hmm. Fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I know you love it.
Yeah, I think they one enhances the other. It's nice to play with different mediums and.
Yeah, of course I am. Yeah, I'm switching my sketchbook. because I love sketchbooks. And when I say I love, I love. And I'm having a small mixed media portrait sketchbook because I love to have sketchbooks with different
Oh, look
topics.
how fun. I love it.
Yeah, it's gouache. It was really fun. This one, it's just having fun. This one is watercolor ink and crayons.
Mm.
I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking for experiment and having fun. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, so fun. Look at that. I love the blue face. Awesome.
And yeah, it's just an experiment, and working directly without drawing sometimes or making drawings before. This one is postcard.
Oh, nice.
This one is just pencil. I have this
I love
little double color pencil that I love. It's red on one side and blue on the other one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
really
one
great.
of those. I like those. Yeah.
It's
The
Milan.
Uh-huh.
Milan. Yeah, I don't know the
Yeah.
brand. So this one is fun, and yeah, that's direct watercolors, some doodles. Yeah, and this one is really crazy, but I was painting on a large canvas with acrylic and I didn't want to waste the paint, so just filled the page with what I had on my brush, my palette. This one is oil, but it's weird. Never mind.
Oil pastel or oil paint or
No, oil paint.
okay. How long does it take to dry? Like something like that.
I'm using liquid in my mix, so it's
Those are
drying in
lovely.
one
I
day.
love those figures. Beautiful.
This one is alcohol markers. This is drawing. This one is a Zoom session, so I was drawing everyone because I was
so
bored. It's too long. This one is oil pastels. But the problem in the sketchbook is that you have crumbles everywhere. So don't like that.
I have a fix for that, you know.
Yeah, oil pastels.
I'm sure Esty is laughing right now because over the past couple of weeks, I have had like a revelation in how to pick up all your little pieces of your oil pastels.
How do you do that?
With contact paper, like you know the paper that you can put down on shelves. Like I show you, it's going to be a little bit delayed.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah, so it's not super sticky. It's almost like a lint roller. So you take it and then you stick it on your page and you lift it and it picks up all the little pieces.
Oh, great.
Uh-huh.
And then you fix it with something?
Yeah, then you can fix it if you want to, but a lot of times you don't really need to. But it's fantastic. Yeah, I use hairspray. Just because it's in my sketchbook, I'm not. Can you still hear me? It's a bit slow.
I can. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah. So with hairspray, usually in a sketchbook because it's it's not precious. And then it seals it, but it takes away all those little pieces. SD is laughing.
But this one I added a layer of gel medium, but all I did was sticking the crumbles to the page. Never mind. And this one is from your class, the one you have on Sketchy. With direct drawing.
The colorful portraits. Thank you for taking it.
I'm following it right now. This one is direct dip pen, and this one is fluo markers, the one I had on my desk. It was during another live session, another Zoom session, a meeting like this one where everyone is talking and you are just waiting for your turn to speak. Well, so I'm doing a lot of mixed media. All right. So Inga has a problem. Yeah. So your Holbein is not covering What is happening? I don't know. It's not opaque. What is the problem, Inga?
The
Hmm.
Holbein is not covering. Maybe she's not letting the layers dry.
Yeah, or maybe not enough paint, too much
Yeah.
water. It can be a lot of things, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to do because I saw that in yours is a bit of white to show the reflection here.
Yes, right at the end there. Yeah, I need more.
Some parts are really white, almost white.
Yeah. Or it has like a tint of blue. I put a little bit of blue in mine too.
Yeah, to show the reflection of the sky.
Yeah. And I'm going to just clean up. I got to make a ochre, a bright ochre, and just clean up little things like edges of corners.
Now I think that mine is quite good. Not finished yet, but close to it.
Yeah, I'm close as well. Oh, Inga says she's using it out of the tube.
Oh, that's weird.
And
It should be covering.
Lady Andrew says, where's the reference photo?
In the description of the video, you have a link to the copyright-free image, which is from Unsplash, because we love using Unsplash. Ton of good photos, copyright-free.
Mm-hmm.
And Inga, what you could do is look at the symbol. Let me grab a tube. The Holbein. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you have the Holbein tube here. And if you flip it over, you have on the side, you have the pigment name, the reference on the pigment, and then you have a symbol, which is a circle. And the circle can be empty, half filled, or completely filled. And then here it's a cyan, and it's half filled. So it means it's semi-opaque. It's not completely opaque. This is very important to know that because gouache is opaque, but not completely.
Yeah, so you may need to add some white.
Yeah, and you have white that are very opaque with the symbol that is filled, but you have whites that are transparent, actually.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's really good to know. Thank you for that little bit of information there.
Yeah, it's reds usually are not opaque. Reds are almost always transparent. It's very rare that they are opaque.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm done. I could go on and on forever, but I think for now.
Just correcting the arch up here and just the beams just quickly, and then I'm good. So give me maybe 3 minutes.
Yeah, sure, no problem. So you are painting the balls or not? No, you have
No,
a
I'm
bit
not
of
painting the balls, but I just have to correct this arch, which I'm not in love with. And I can see that now.
Yeah, I have lost a bit of the ceiling between the two arches, but that's fine.
Yeah. But
I
almost.
will. Second thought. So now I will fix another value. Burnt sienna should be covering. Yeah, I don't know if the symbol is filled. I don't know why it's not covering. If you are using from the tube and it's an opaque color.
Maybe there's too much water in your mix.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. So we'll talk about that in the next live if you don't mind, Inga. We have a live next Sunday inside the membership. So we are on Zoom so we can talk to each other. That's better. Because that was my frustration on YouTube, is that you cannot have a feedback, a direct feedback.
Yeah.
A needed eraser for the crumbles of oil pastels, Temple? I think this is what you're talking about.
You have a kneaded eraser helps you?
Yeah, I know this is a message in the chat, I think. Temple is talking about removing the crumbles of oil pastels.
I've never tried that, so maybe that's a fix too.
Yeah, but this is a kneaded eraser that you will use only for that.
Yeah, can you imagine? You go and use it for other things. Huh.
It will be really messy. Okay. So the more I touch it, I'm not sure it will be better.
I know, you have to be careful, eh?
Yeah, right now it's a problem time where you are trying to fix.
My columns are not equal on either side, but I can't do anything about it, so I'm just going to leave it.
Yeah, they are not equal either, because it's a slightly tiled view, actually. It's not straight.
Yeah, the perspective is slightly off, eh? It's I can see that. Like it's not off, but it's like you're not center completely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that changes the view. And this is why painting upside down initially, like those things you don't think about when you're doing it upside down, but you see it, so you just paint it what you see of it, which helps you not overthink why it's not excuse me, not like that. You're not questioning constantly, which I like.
No, I get that. Okay, I promise my next painting I will do it upside down, so I can test that.
Promise. All of you who are part of Cecile's group, make sure she holds that. Or do you mean with me? You mean with me?
Yeah, pretty sure they will.
Yeah, good.
Because our next live is about the garden challenge. I have a garden
prompt. Loving your garden challenge. I haven't been able to join, but it's so fun. It looks so fun.
Yeah, each week we have a prompt about the garden. It's really fun to do. I love it because I have different mediums as well. It's a lot of mixed media. Yeah. Oh, I think I placed a droplet, and I can show you my sketchbook. Where is it? Yeah. It is. While you are finishing, I can show the garden challenge sketchbook.
So is this just for your group? Is for everybody?
No, it's open to everyone. It's on Instagram and Facebook. I post a weekly prompt with a reference image, and you are welcome to use any medium you like. So the leeks are gouache as well as the beetroots.
Very lovely.
And then I had fun with Posca markers.
And you started this at the beginning of the year, right?
Yeah. So I will try not to show everything. Yeah. And this one is a double spread page. We had the bird on one week and the birdhouse on another week.
Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my goodness, so pretty. I love that one.
Yeah, and this one is mixed media because actually it's an acrylic background and gouache on top. So we did that during a live session. Then this one is crayons. This one is acrylic, and I cannot show you the rest. It's not released
Beautiful.
yet.
You're very good at preparing. Like I am so like the moment, instant, no prep, no nothing, other than my classes. But I mean, for when it comes to my mornings, I'm like, oh, what was the prompt? Okay, let's do this. We can do this. But this year, our Patreons are helping out a lot because we have opened a Padlet where they can add images for our prompt list, which is fantastic because then I don't have to think always about, and we work from a bunch of prompts from everybody, which is great, like images.
Oh, yeah.
So that's been fun. But yeah. Okay, I think I'm done.
Okay.
I'm probably going to go back and go, what? I missed that bit. Oh. I love them. I love yours. Wow, you put all your plants in pots?
Yeah. I don't know why.
You changed it. That's great. Okay, I'm going to pull mine up a little bit so it's the same size as yours because yours is a little bit larger on the screen. I couldn't. There we go.
Yes. Oh, you have a lot of textures. Yeah, and you have strong shadows as well. So look at that.
Yeah. So different, eh? But
yes, you have more colors. And I love yours. A lot of textures. Yeah. Great.
Yeah. Fantastic.
And yeah, Patricia asked if it's Claire Fontaine sketchbooks. Yeah, it is. It's this one. I love it. 300 GSM.
Wow.
Handles, gouache, watercolor. It's square. I love square. I don't know why, but I love, and it's 100% cotton. Even if you don't need that for gouache, but.
And there's no bend or like it.
No, it
like
doesn't.
So flat.
Look at that. It doesn't warp. It's really flat.
How many pages in? Yeah, it looks like a board book. That's how thick it is.
24.
Okay, fantastic. So you can do a pretty much a month, right? Like if you don't do the weekends, you can do a month.
Yeah, and I have a lot of things. This one is from a live in the membership as well. It was really tricky to paint this one, let me tell you.
Yeah.
It was fun. Okay, back to this one. And I think we did just, above an hour, but that's okay. So thanks everyone for watching. And don't forget to tag the beautiful tag that is in the comments.
Yeah, hashtag paint, hashtag draw with or paint with. What did we say? Or live with? Can we
I don't know.
Remember? Oh my goodness, hang on. I'm going to go back in the comments.
It's drawing with CNC.
Drawing with CNC, I think. Yeah, drawing with C and C. And then, tag me at Blue Shine Art on Instagram if you did do the painting with us live, and tag Cecile as well, Cecile Yadro.
Yeah.
And then we can share all your pieces.
Yes, that was fun. So see you in your next live, maybe. Send me the prompt list and
I will send you the prompt list. Either this month or next month is artists in April, so you can always skip ahead to that. And I love how you did the little lights on the sides of your building. I like it a lot.
Okay.
You simplified
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Cecile. Bye.
Bye.